to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll try the run. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Pressure coming. And as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create.
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Side adjustments here. Back to pass. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
That was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had it.
Turning on the Jets. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can...
Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Quick completion on the outbound. He is down at the 1. A terrific defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He's got it for the two. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Sayin. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
Ohio State, 7.
Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw it.
Oh, he's got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Still looking, on the move. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Here's a heat. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Past the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays. Or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
looking for room. It's Thomas. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goal post, have put quite a drive together. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Sayed. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He splits the uprights.
That makes the score Ohio State 24, Tennessee 15.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside. Even though we're winning and you failed, now this defense better step up and respond.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 20.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quickly to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. They'll try the right side. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as again. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the 2nd quarter. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Turning it on. Past the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Buys a little time. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Well, it comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback extends the play. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Makes the catch. It's Hilton. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, and cut into this lead.
LSU quick to the line. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Durham. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Bringing the heat. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He's looking to throw. Floating away. Looking to the big tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got his man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
LSU 6.
And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And QB DBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I miss QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds his man. It's Peoples. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line them up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They believe they can run right here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Unleashes one. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
That's caught. It's Anderson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and
hits him in stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Working that left side now. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw again. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Buckeyes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. Finds some room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. A lot of glorious days in the history of the to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Ohio State.
On the set.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Caught over the middle, it's Graham. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up fourth down from the 43. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The give out of the gun. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pauly. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the option. Quick toss. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the back. Hard running there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rides to back and leaves it. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but still a good game. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They are perfect on fourth down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Fires left. A missed opportunity on that errant pass. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gets the back moving. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Love. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He might want another play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got room on the return. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Dropping back, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the 1st down.
They'll run the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. To the air. It's Carr. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds a spot in the middle. On the move at the 30. Wide open space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score.
He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And I tell you what, as a defense, you just got to stick with it. You got to keep playing, keep chasing. These QBs can do this. You watch them scramble around outside the pocket, gain some yards, but great job by the defense continuing to pursue, make the hit, cause the fumble.
Gonna run it. It's locked. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him in. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. Like, But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. The give as they work on that clock. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Gives it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
The Irish send out the punt unit. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. A low line drive and not his best work. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Makes the pass. Makes a connection. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
This is a big field goal attempt as they try to get back to within one possession here in the fourth. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running.
Breaks into the open.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. And I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Conversion. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Got it in the middle with Smith. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. He's at touchdown Buckeyes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call and the game likely to be decided right here. He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to...
Looking for a huge play. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints, right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Ohio State offense will take over.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. We have an absolute lightning strike on the first play from scrimmage here.
How about that? Right out of the gate, they're going for the big play, and they hit it. What a way to jumpstart this offense.
They'll run it here. Has the first down and more. Breaking free at the 35. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Handoff here from the shotgun. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Defense is coming after him. The sure hands. It's Brown. Enough for a first down at the 37.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Here comes the bunch formation. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up third down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh, the defense busting coverage, leave the receiver wide open, and boy, oh boy, did they catch a break.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. The receiver makes the catch. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
The defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Now play number 9 on this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's sharp. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
First and goal now. A chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. The pass rush closing in. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pitch made on the left side. Touchdown, LSU. They couldn't stop him there.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
Bringing it out. It's Graham. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Back to pass. It's Sayan. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, that one's picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Chris, the quarterback here just simply puts the ball up into the air to give his wide receiver a chance to high point the ball, but the defender does a good job of stepping in front of him and going up to bring it down. Let's see if this one comes back to haunt him after a first quarter interception like this.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Tigers. simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Grant. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To throw, it's Sayin. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Broken tackle, still going. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Ohio State. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
What a great example of why this tight end is one of the top tight ends in college football. This guy's got great speed, but he also has the power to be able to break through those arm tackles and take it to the end zone.
Went after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Brown. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. They still cannot stop this receiver. We're here in the first quarter. He's already got 100-plus receiving yards.
This guy is big time and living up to the hype. I mean, you and I both knew coming in that they had to be able to slow him down. Who expected this guy to have over 100 yards receiving in the first quarter?
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Lets it fly to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the hit will set up the offense at the 35. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. We'll check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The shotgun running play call. It's out to first and still going. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to run it in on first and goal.
we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Lets it go quickly. The ball is picked off. Bites into the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense produces 6 points.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
28, LSU, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. He escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Shotgun empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking for a receiver. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not... give up on plays. You know, he's gotten enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. On the move now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. It gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. It's dropped! Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's looking deep again. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time, way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Sayin. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Short throw complete to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. They're going to go for it. Going to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he picks up the 1st down. Tackled at the 32. The Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pass rush gets home. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settled in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Looking to scramble. Quick throw to his receiver. And is intercepted. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Ohio State 31, LSU 14.
The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. That's reeled in. It's Durham. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking deep to the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Caught over the middle. It's Green. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Grab behind the line, it's Brown. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Touchdown, LSU. Add 6 more points to the total. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a strong stiff arm. The freshman brought down after a nice run. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on the screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's reeled in. It's Peoples. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a third down play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. He got it. The field goal's good. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Play action here on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To throw, it's Nussmeier. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. You've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the move now. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Looking to throw here. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an edge.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Graham. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Pounding away with the run game. They test the middle there, but get nothing. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
I'm still churning, won't go down. The ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce, that ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Makes a quick catch. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, my gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight, couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
He hands it off from the gun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. And they hand it off to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good, right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Looking to scramble. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but he could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for them.
Oh, he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The pocket breaking down. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And the senior showing his toughness, standing in there to take the hit. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Deep shot toward the end zone. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. welcome folks to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 20. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looking for some space. It's Durham. He's past the marker and still going. And they keep the drive going. It's a 1st down at the 46.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Pulls it in. It's sharp. Tiny space at the 20. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here's the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And here's the handoff. Okay, brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. And the quarterback just sneaks it. They try to sneak it, but it goes nowhere. Defense rising up in the goal line.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously declines that penalty on the defense, and the touchdown will stand. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt.
Jackrabbit.
Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
LSU 6, Ohio State 0.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
That's caught. It's Smith. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Trying to find some room. It's Jackson. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1. Buckeyes looking to cash in the red zone. Trying the run. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Looking to throw. It's saying. Pressure is coming. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. They'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. What a diving catch way downfield. Big game.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? With the catch, it's Sharp. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Sharp. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Caught over the middle. It's Durham. You make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. He makes the grab. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll bring in the jumbo formation as they try for the 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he finds the end zone again, the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Wow. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Tate. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Scanning the field, it's Sam. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a handoff. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Nice grab. It's Anderson. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love this route by this receiver to settle down in that soft spot of his own. When your quarterback and receiver are on the same page and can throw that route with timing, man, it is difficult to stop against any.
Swarm to the pass rush. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Ball handed to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is a missed opportunity for this defense. They had him at 3rd down and long. They're so consumed with thinking about defending the pass that they completely missed defending the run. The offense is able to get exactly what they wanted, able to get the leverage and the blocking angles, and look at this. They got a first down.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side for this crucial play. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a play. He fakes it. Now looks to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the catch. Good for a first down.
Wow, what a call here by the coach. And how about the arm by the up man? What an impressive throw for that first down.
LSU getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Across the 40. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half.
LSU 14, Ohio State 7.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Trying to run it. It's Peoples. He's bringing it back. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here's the handoff, 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. It's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, they did anything right. It was keeping them out of the end zone.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The offensive line will have to regroup. The sack at 2nd and 13. quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Ran down the middle. It's Peoples. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. You're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
And it's caught across the middle. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that will give them the lead now.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the...
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. He can go. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because what...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On first down, it's play action. Looking for a man deep on the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
The sure hands. It's Hill. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? Blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
He's going to put it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, he's going to be a little bit short here. And listen, I'm all for quarterbacks protecting themselves and sliding to avoid a big hit. But sometimes you just want to see him muscle it out and pick up the first down.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. The tight end has got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Still no answer for this offense. Welcome, folks, to Hard Rock City and the home of the Dolphins here in Miami, Florida. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. By the coverage team. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Finds his man. It's Durham. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Catch is made along the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. What a catch! He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. On the run, it's Durham. Touchdown, LSU. They strike first in this national title bout. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Sayin. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. What poor kicker.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The offense still out there. We're going for 2 here. Back to throw. It's Sayin. And he runs it in to pick them up by a point.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Bringing it out. It's Brown. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play with good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway.
Brings up 2nd down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion.
29 Philly, go!
Looking for a man. Running back has it on the screen now. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU.
talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? Quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over top of everybody for the touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 6. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. He's got it inside the 15. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. Second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Could take it all the way. We finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Makes a nice move there. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They're going to run it here. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, I know they got some positive yards here. I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on 3rd down.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be a very short chip shot from 22 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Looking for his back. The sure hands. It's Peoples. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known at 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can we improve upon that here? It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He bought some time, now lets it go. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. Incompletion makes it second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense really clicking.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Sayin. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pat over the middle. It's Peoples. They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Using his legs on the scramble. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on... And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Now the try for 2. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? An inside give now from the shotgun. In the clear at the 25. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinators calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught on the outside. It's Brown. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
24, Ohio State 14.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half.
Set to kick it away.
And he fields it inside the 15. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
And the Ohio State offense will take over.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle, it's Smith.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
Using his legs, it's Peoples. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets the first and still running. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense is still clicking.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
RPO. The quarterback looks to his right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. Looking to throw yet again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. To make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Second down after that short completion. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
With the catch, it's Brown. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Change of direction. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
And that is every defensive lineman's dream. And he played running back in high school or Little League. He showed some tremendous athletic ability once he came up with that interception to take it into the end zone.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Bringing it out, it's Brown. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looks to the left for a quick throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Nussmeier. We do not see